to step out of that relationship, that your soul don't be lost until you are ready to make up your mind. Because hell is real.
Yes, it is.
God is real.
Yes, He is.
And as the sister, I believe, made that, quoted the scripture, where it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of a living God. And we don't take that serious enough.
Amen.
But anyway, I'm going to let Brother read. I love this man. This man. This man. The other man that I married looked like him. But the Lord told me it was a marriage of faith. It had nothing to do with good looks. Had nothing to do with muscles. Had nothing to do with money. It had nothing to do with that but his soul. And when the Lord told me to marry him, I cried. And I want you to understand why I cried. I cried because I could only see what I wanted to see. But the eyes of the Lord saw something different.
Right. Amen.
And as the brother was saying, Brother Burden, taking the piece of paper and just signing your name. That's what I did. I just signed my name. And I just signed my name and I gave it back to God. And I said, Lord, I don't understand it. But I love you enough to trust you. One day we got married June 10th, 1994. And I remember my dad was walking me down the aisle. And I was still praying, Lord, if it's not your will, don't let this happen. I was saying, Lord, you know I love you. I love to go. I love my freedom. I love to be able to minister to people, and I didn't have to be taught, be subject. Be subject. I enjoyed the freedom of coming and going and ministering to people. But the Lord said, what God has claimed, let no man call unclean. And I called him to the park and I told him after he had asked me would I marry him, I harshly turned him down the first time. I went home and I got on my knees and I started crying. And I remember asking the Lord, I said, Lord, you don't want me to go to heaven, do you? Why would you do this to me? Lord, you know this man is not saved. Lord, you know he's not even the kind of man I'm looking for. But I had to accept what God had put in my presence, what had put in my life. And I called him back to the same park and I said, Alan, I said, I accept your proposal. He was so happy, but I was so miserable. But I kept praying and trusting God. We did good. He was good. We were good for 2 or 3 years, wasn't we? And it's so easy to get distracted. And he became distracted.
Well, praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
I'm holding back the tears.
It's all right, Jimmy.
But I'm going to let y'all know that I'm so happy to be here tonight. So happy to be able to share my testimony with you all, ladies and men. I got so much to say, but so little time to say it.
It's all right. Take your time.
But she's right. But I'm going to tell you my part. When I first met her, it was on the job. She was my boss.